Okay, go on.
Okay, so imagine that you are scrolling through social media and then you see pictures and you will ask, why is he so beautiful? How come he already has such a cool compliment? Sorry, a cool, sorry sir.
Okay, go
Can
on.
I?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Imagine that you're scrolling through social media and then you see pictures and you will ask, why is he so beautiful? How come he already has such a cool achievement? Why is his life so perfect? And how do you become him anyway? Is your definition like that? Want to be someone else?
Sometimes.
Okay, so if I ever thought so, but before continuing my presentation, the title is Social Media and Mental Health, let me introduce myself. Good afternoon, Mr. Lustian and everyone. My name is Alessandra Kristina. I am a teenager who has just turned 17. During these teenage years, there were many unexpected things, right? Yes. Then, I have a question for all of you. Same with my question at first, actually. Has it ever crossed your mind that you want to be someone else?
At times, often.
Yes. And what makes you think like that? So, you will find the answer after listening to my presentation today. My agenda today is to discuss why people can think that way. Why do humans compare themselves to other people? And then, of course, I will provide solution to this problem. So my purpose is to bringing up this topic is to minimize actions comparing ourselves with others. Can you predict what reasons people compare themselves to others?
I think it's natural. I don't know, maybe it's natural.
Yes, actually that's a good answer. And actually, one of the factors that support this is something that we often use. Then, in fact, it seems like all of the people in this room has one. Like, the answer is social media. Yeah, social media can make us think like that. Social media such as WhatsApp, which you often use to send messages with other people, and then YouTube, a platform to watch videos, and then Instagram to see other people live stream posts or reels or something like that, and also Twitter, like a place that you can see other people's status or like stories, and actually add any other applications like in social media. So, social media is a platform that can cause social comparison, or like social comparison is like when you compare yourself to other people. Based on the We Are Social report, the number of active social media users in Indonesia was 191 million people in January 2022. This number has increased 12.35% compared to the previous year, which was 170 million people. So, can you imagine like how many people in Indonesia who use social media? Like, there's so many people, right?
Yes, I think
Yes.
all of them.
Yes.
Maybe in the future, all of them, maybe.
Yes, that's true. So, seeing the trend, the number of social media users in Indonesia continues to increase every year. Social media does provide positive benefits, where we can interact with other people even though in different countries, different style, right? Like, wherever they are, and then also a place for people to find money, to find work, and then to seek donations and other positive impacts. But social media is also not free from negative impacts. Like, actually social media is like a knife. If used wisely, it will provide benefits like a chef who cook in the kitchen. But it can also have a negative impact. One of them is what we discussed earlier. That comparing ourselves with others, or the scientific language is social comparison. The social comparison symptom is divided by two. The first symptom is when people feel jealous when others people better in the terms of material aspect, and then the second symptom is when people feel jealous when others better in the social aspect. So let's talk about the material aspect first. It's divided by three: travel, education, and personal appearance. The case is like when other people traveling like in the country that you really want to go, and then you will feel like jealous. Well, I cannot be like him or her. And then for the social aspect, it's like relationship and popularity. For example, like how can she be so famous? Like how can she have a good relationship with other people? And why can comparing yourself to others be bad? Actually, there is two factors, internal and external, but we want to talk about internal factor first, which is the low self-esteem. So, have you ever heard about self-esteem?
Yeah, not confident.
Yes, that's true. That's really true. Self-esteem, like not confident in yourself. So self-esteem is your overall opinion about yourself, how you feel, your abilities and limitations. We can say like not confident, like what you said. And then when you have low self-esteem, you will feel bad about yourself and see yourself as not deserving of the respect of others. And next, we want to talk about external factor divided by environment and parents. So, if someone is in a toxic environment and his parents cannot explain well about how actually children should feel about social media, they also can make people comparing themselves to others. Like this two factor, actually the factor like someone can compare with other people. But after this, we want to talk about the solutions. But before we talk about solutions, we want to talk about the study that support the solution. The first study is from Maslow. He said that social comparisons occurs automatically. So the more often you access social media and compare yourself with others, actually that's like can lead you to feelings like envy and then not enough and discomfort. And the study actually supported by white anthropologists that say if a person often compares himself with others, a person is more prone to feeling jealous, feeling guilty, and full of regret. So, social comparison is automatic, but we can minimize the impact. So, how can we minimize the impact?
Not doing social media at all.
Yes, that's really true actually. But I have one other solution too, so I will explained. I will divide it by two again, like from internal solution and then external solution. So, the first internal solution is self-knowledge is a must. One of the reasons why people compare like himself with other people is because of the person is unsure about himself. Because of if you don't believe in yourself and think about you don't believe that you deserve to be happy. Therefore, you must know yourself. Because every time you see someone else is happier, you will always wonder if I was right. And if you don't know yourself, it will have a negative impact because you still don't know what your value is, how capable you are, and then how to motivate yourself. So when you feel down because of social comparison, you don't know how to motivate yourself because of you don't know yourself. And then the second internal solution is you have to know your emotion. Like if you have a bad mood, so don't open social media for a long time because you will feel worse. You should uninstall Instagram and YouTube because you are more concerned with your mental health than missing the news because it will make you feel down. And then the third internal solution is you have to be aware that social media is a stage. So can you imagine that if someone is on the stage, it must be all good, right? So they will look their best. Remember that everyone has ups and downs. And actually, we only see 10% other people's life on social media. Social media is a place for people to show off. So you have to be aware that social media is a stage. And then we want to talk about external solution. But before this, I want to say that please remember that everyone has their own time. If you are comparing yourself to other people, they were raised by different people and then brought up with different opportunities. So if you are comparing yourself with others, it doesn't make sense. But actually you should compare yourself to your own self. So once again, you should compare yourself to your own self, not with other people. Okay? So for the external solution, we must also be in a healthy environment and not in a toxic environment. Because if we are in the toxic environment, that can make us feel, or that can make us make like a toxic people too. And then parents must properly educate their children about social media in the right way, not in the wrong way. So the children will have the good thoughts about how actually they play social media, like that. So the social media doesn't give like a negative impact to the children. So the conclusion, social comparison is automatic. Therefore, what we can do to stop comparing ourselves is to minimize our use of social media. Remember, it's better to miss the news than to have a bad mental health. Because mental health is important, not just physical health. So please remember that you are amazing, you are worth, you are capable, believe in yourself. That you must know the number of your followers on social media subscriber on YouTube, followers on Instagram, like that, actually doesn't define you. And before I end the presentation, this is my closing statement. A psychologist named Norm Spencer said, mental health is not a destination, but a process. It's about how you drive, not where you're going. So please, drive yourself well so you will have healthy mental health. Thank you.
Yay!